Hi yogis, this flow is a very gentle front body, back body opener. This is a great flow to do at the beginning of the day when you first wake up, at the end of the day when you're winding down, or anytime during the day when your body feels really tight. You just want a gentle sequence that will allow you to just open up and release any tension and tightness you may feel. So we're going to start with 2 blankets, and you'll need to decide for yourself what feels comfortable. The importance is when you have these blankets underneath you that your cervical spine is also in line with the rest of your spine. So before we lay down on the ground, I already have one that's folded up. I just wanted to show you how to fold up the blankets so that you'll have enough lift from the ground to create space for the front body. So you'll get a blanket and you'll fold it this way. And these blankets are typically the best only because they don't slip and slide around once they're folded up. They stay folded. So to fold it into the last part where it's the 3-part, the way that you see it on the floor, you're going to get this size right here, and then you're going to fold it 1 and then 2, just like this. Then you'll line it up on your mat right in the center. And then when you lie down, you're going to take your tailbone, slide it right up to the edge of the blanket. Make sure your spine is centered on the blanket, and you're going to go all the way down. And so right here, you just scoot around until you feel that your body is completely centered on the ground. Okay. Bend your knees, heel toe the feet out so that they're at the edges of the mat, and then let the knees fall right into the center. That way you don't have to think about where your legs are, and it's very supportive to your hips. The next thing you'll do is turn the palms facing up and slide the arms open so that they're the shape of a letter T. Now that you're on your spine, start breathing in and out through the nose, bringing your awareness to the space across the fronts of the shoulders, that they feel open and soft. And as you inhale and exhale, allow your shoulder blades to melt over the edges of the blanket beneath you. Try not to rush through any stage of this pose, because each stage is helpful in allowing the muscles across the fronts of the shoulders to gently open. Notice how my fingers are soft and relaxed, and my breath is steady and smooth. My legs are resting against each other. There's no tension and tightness anywhere in the body. Good. Go ahead and start sliding your hands up so that you're creating a cactus shape with the arms. And for some of you, you may notice that your hands don't rest on the ground completely. So feel free to place pillows or blankets underneath, or even a block underneath your hands so that your arms are able to rest into the block or the support underneath it. So my arms here are just relaxed in cactus pose. And you'll feel and notice that there might be more tightness and tension here. And that's totally fine. And you'll rest right here, allowing the inhales and exhales to gently create more space across the shoulders. And after every cycle of breath, you'll notice that this pose starts to become more comfortable, maybe even as comfortable as the shape of the letter T. Again, shoulders hanging heavy, melting over the edge of the blanket beneath you. Inhale, pressing up into the collarbones and the fronts of the shoulders. And then exhaling, inviting more softness to allow the shoulders to hang heavier over the edges of the blanket. Again, not rushing through any part of this phase, creating a natural opening across the fronts of the shoulders. Let the exhales sink you deeper into the blanket. The exhales, shoulders melting even heavier down the sides of the folds of the blanket. Good. On the next inhale, slide the hands up over your head, palms facing up. Again, if you notice that your hands don't touch the ground, go ahead and place the blocks underneath your hands. Stretching through the fingertips so that your arms are fully extended in this upright position. Notice how my chin is naturally in line with the rest of my body, but it's not pointing up to the sky, but it's as if I'm sitting in mountain pose. The gaze is facing the same direction as my heart, my hips, my elbows. Steady breath the whole time. Great, now take those arms all the way down by your hips, the palms facing up. The palms facing up allows an external rotation of the arms, creating more spaciousness across the fronts of the shoulders. Great, now that our arms are down by our hips, we'll take 5 deep inhales and exhales, and we'll inhale our arms up over our heads, and then exhale our hands back down by our hips. So inhale and exhale. Inhale 2. And exhale. Snow angels. Inhale 3. Always pressing through the fingertips so that the arms are fully extended through the whole cycle. Exhale. Inhale 4. And exhale. Inhale 5. releasing down, letting all the muscles go back home. Great. Now let's roll to the side so that we can remove the blankets from underneath our spine. Good. So I want you to notice the placement of your head. When you lay on the ground, if you notice that upon laying flat, if your chin is floating up and you're unable to hold the chin in and mountain pose, go ahead and take the blanket and keep the blanket underneath your head so that your neck is in line with your spine. So for me, the blanket underneath the head is too high and I can actually maintain a mountain pose spine without the blanket, so I won't put the blanket underneath. Right now we're going to start opening up our hips. Keep the left knee bent and then pull the right knee into the chest and give it a nice big hug, nice and close. Try to make as much contact with the top of the thigh into the chest. On the next inhale, slide the left foot down to the bottom of the mat and press the hamstring into the ground. 3 breaths here. 2. Anchoring the left hamstring into the ground as you hug the right knee into the chest. And 3. Extend the left arm out to the side and with the right hand, guide the right knee inside the armpit, maintaining hamstring connected to the earth. Left hamstring. Right armpit and right knee trying to meet each other. Whole left side of the body anchored to the ground as the right knee makes its way to the right armpit. Good, now bring the knee back to the center so it's in line with the right rib. Left arm wraps and hugs the right knee, or the left arm wraps and hugs the right knee. Right arm out to the side. And now we're going to cross the right knee over to the left side. And hold and breathe right here. Instead of letting that hip rise up, try to pull the hip down so that it's pulling into the left inner thigh. 3 breaths. 2. And 3. Good, bring the right knee back to the center. And now place both hands onto the right knee and draw circles with the knee. Bringing movement and rotation into the right hip. And now pause, and then we're going to go in the other direction. Good, now bring the knee back to the center. Take the left hand, find the outer edge of the right foot, and then bring the foot in. Place the foot into the crook of the left arm. Just like you're cradling a baby, you're going to rock side to side. Again, it's very important to maintain the left hamstring anchored to the ground. So it just depends on how free or how limited your IT and right glutes are. Some of you can hold your foot down here. If you feel a stretch, the stretch is serving your health. Some of you can bring your shin all the way up to your heart and rock it side to side. Just imagine you're rocking a baby. No matter where your shin is, just rock it side to side. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do the other side. So lower the right foot, keep the right foot bent, pull the left knee into the chest, and give it a hug. Press it deep and firmly into your ribs. And then on the next inhale, stretch the right leg straight, pressing the hamstring into the ground. If holding it in this position is uncomfortable for you, go ahead and place that blanket underneath the hamstring. It's totally fine. Good. Now maintain the grounding of the right side of the body as you take the left knee into the left armpit. And then you breathe in and out right here. The right hand grabs hold of the left knee, left arm out to the side, cross the knee over. Again, work that hip down to the left or the right inner thigh and twist. Left shoulder anchored to the ground. And now pull the knee into the center. Place both hands on the left knee and draw circles. Pause and then go in the other direction. And then take the right hand, hold the outer edge of the left foot, and then place the foot in the crook of the arm, cradle, push the hamstring into the ground, and then rock side to side. Release, and place the left foot on the floor, slide the right foot in, heel toe the feet to the edge of the mat, arms out to a T or a cactus, whatever feels comfortable to you. Now we'll windshield wipe the knees. Windshield to the right, to the left, and then to the right, left, and right, left, and right. This time we'll take it to the left, hold it on the left, pick up the left foot and place it on top of the right knee, and let the weight of the left foot guide how deeply you stretch the right hip. Remember not to force the knee down, but to let the exhale bring softness so that the knee naturally deepens in the stretch as you release tension on the exhale. Okay, lift the left foot off, place it on the ground, and then bring the knees over to the right side. Pick up the right foot and place it on the left knee, and then let the weight of the foot determine how deeply the stretch goes. When you inhale and exhale, create space into that left hip right in the front right here. It feels really good. Good. Now unstack the foot and bring it back to the center. Pull both knees into the chest, wrap and hug. And now take the crown, or take your forehead to your knees. Pull the tailbone off the mat and pull the shoulder blades off the mat. Try to connect the knees to the forehead and the forehead to the knees. Create a nice tight ball and pull the belly in. Feel each disc in your spine separate as you round out your spine, creating a nice tight ball. Deep inhale, And exhale, slowly take it down. All right, now we'll roll on to the right side. When you're on the right side, rest as if you're taking a nap. Keep the bottom leg bent. Right hand or left hand holds the left foot and pull the leg back. Try to connect the left heel to the left hip. So you don't want your knee lifting up like this. You want your knee lined up with your hip socket. And you breathe into the left quad. One more breath. And then softly release the stretch, rolling back onto the spine. Now we're going to do the other side. So roll onto the left side. Remember, keep the bottom leg bent for balance. The right hand finds the right foot. And then pull the knee down so that it's stretching towards the bottom of the mat. Remember to keep the knee lined up with the hip socket and breathe in and out, bringing length into the whole right quad. So you don't want to arch your back. You want to keep your spine lengthened. Pull the belly in to maintain length in the lower back as you stretch the quad. And then gently release. Now we'll roll onto our bellies. Right here. So now our whole front body is on the ground. So take your hands and place your hands right on top of your tailbone and clasp your hands as if you're holding your own hands. Roll the shoulders back and down and press through the knuckles, finding length through the leg or through the arms. Press down on the tops of your feet and then center your gaze. Press through the knuckles, inhale, and lift. Feeling a stretch across the collarbones. Keep your hands pressed against each other so that you're able to lengthen through the arms. With each inhale, can you press your knuckles closer to your heels behind you? Engage the rhomboids. Try to press the shoulder blades towards each other, right where the spine is. And then exhale, gently let it go. Soften, let those arms hang down by your side. We'll do it one more time, and this time we're going to lift the legs with the chest. All right, clasp your hands. Push through the knuckles. Roll the shoulders back and away from the floor. Inhale, lift. And then inhale, lift. And then with each inhale, can you create more of a lift, opening across the shoulders from the fronts and opening across the hips from the fronts. Inhale. Trying to get the knuckles to connect with the heels. Inhale. And one more time. And exhale, lower down. Good, keep your gaze towards the left shoulder. Soft as you inhale and exhale. And then turn to look in the other direction. Good, now slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up to tabletop. And then pull yourself back. This is the last stretch, child's pose.
And you can stay in child's pose for as long as you want.
Good, let's roll up to tabletop and find a comfortable seat. Place the palms together. And then rest your thumbs right at the center of your brow. Deep inhale. Sigh it out. May your mind be filled with peace. Thumbs to your lips. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. May your speech be filled with peace. And then your heart. Inhale. Exhale. May your heart be filled with peace. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. If you have any questions about anything that we've done in this video, please comment in the comment section any questions regarding this sequence. I hope that this gentle stretch was helpful to you, and health doesn't always have to mean hard hitting. It can also be a kind and gentle self-care that refreshes and rejuvenates your body, your mind, and your soul. Thank you.